What's up, Junior High? Hey, I've got a special guest again today. My special guest, why don't you turn around in your chair, reveal who you are.
No.
Please turn around. And my special guest,
it's just me again. Sorry, guys. I know that's a disappointment.
Well, you're always a special guest anyway, and so welcome to DC Live again on Wednesday, April 15th. And what are you?
Best live show in all of Southern California.
What are you doing? Are you eating?
I'm eating some candy. Yeah.
Why are you eating out? It's not Halloween. This is April, so
it's some post-Easter fun.
It's a post-Easter fun. You are eating those are like those Easter-colored M&Ms. So, alrighty. Well, you know what's really fun is that junior high students actually submitted some of their own favorite snacks because you know I'm on lockdown. You're on lockdown. We're all on lockdown. I'm thinking man, I could use some ideas of some fun snacks. And so, anyway, we had some junior hires that submitted, some fun snacks. And so, well, you know what? Why don't we take a look at
Dude, I could use some more snacks.
You could use some more snacks. I could use some more snacks. Let's watch a video and see some of these great snacks.
Oh, look at that chocolate, man. Dude, that's the best desert island food.
Is that straight Cool Whip? No.
Nasty.
No.
Don't.
Oh, no. Oh, double stuffed Oreos. I can go for those any time of the day.
Yeah, double the treat.
Oh, hey, Hannah. Oh, so you're making... Ooh, okay.
You put strawberries in.
Her favorite part?
Strawberries.
You know what? Ice is my favorite part.
Alright, so then you put the ice.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'm a bit of a smoothie connoisseur myself. You know what goes really good with strawberries and banana?
What's that?
Dude, peanut butter.
That's what she's
Wait.
doing right now.
Oh,
She's
called it.
Power and one.
Oh,
got a little-
so she
a
doesn't.
little freaked out there. Big giant glass. It must take her a day to drink that. Ooh, chocolate donuts.
Your dog definitely wants some.
Wait.
What?
Is
What
he
is?
making this? Is that pineapple shrimp?
There's no way. There's no way.
I don't know. It looks pretty... Ooh. Ooh, this is like a Filipino bread. Okay, so you take all the ingredients, put it together, shape it like the planet Mars, and then...
Go for a Mars bar.
I can go for a Mars bar too, actually. That sounds really good. But you know what looks really, really good? That bread.
Dude, I
right
want some
there.
bread.
Ooh, Honey Nut Cheerios. The best. Wow, that was some really good snacks. You know that Honey Nut Cheerios at the end? That's kind of my favorite. You know what I love with Honey Nut Cheerios? Grape juice.
No. You like apple juice, and that's even weirder.
No. Any combination with any kind of snack really goes really well.
I don't believe you.
Well, let's try some combinations of snacks. Why don't we?
Yeah. All right, students. Here's the deal. We got a fun thing we're gonna do right now. So since my dad thinks that he can eat anything, we're gonna play a game called Tasty or Nasty. And so, how this game is gonna work is you see the photo of those items. What we're gonna do is you guys in the live chat right now are gonna take two of those items and like combine them, and my dad's gonna eat them. So tell us what two items you guys want combined for my dad to eat.
Exactly.
We have caramel syrup, hot sauce, tuna, a Peeps marshmallow, courtesy of Easter, some avocado, and last but not least, some licorice.
So, the students right now on the live chat are going to tell us two items. Put these two items together, and I'm pretty much going to tell you it's going to be very tasty.
Yeah, you're gonna be blindfolded. And,
okay.
And you're gonna tell us whether you think it's tasty or sweet. And students, once we combine the two items, you're gonna try to guess whether or not my dad will find it tasty or sweet.
Tasty or nasty?
Excuse me.
Tasty or nasty. So, well, what we do have is a little video of a student who I actually challenged him. I said, grape juice and Cheerios goes really good together. And you know what? This student tried it, and so, well, let's Let's watch and see his reaction.
So Lloyd wanted me to try Honey Nut Cheerios with grape juice. Here we go. That actually isn't that bad.
Alrighty, guys.
Alrighty. So I'm going to put my blindfold on. And I believe that students are going to tell us
I think
two
you put it
items.
on. You put it on upside down.
I can't see.
You can't see. That's good. That's all that matters.
Okay.
And so right now, I'm going to be looking at the live chat, and I'm going to see what you guys came up with. Alrighty, guys, you ready? I can't say the two items, otherwise my dad will hear. So I'm just going to hold them up. All right? So for the first item, we have
The first two items.
Yes, we have this and this. All right, here we go. Let me just close your ears. I got to make my concoction.
Okay.
All right, you just got to hold on real quick. All right. I want you guys to tell me in the live chat if you think my dad will like this.
All right. So am I going to say tasty or nasty? Go ahead and start putting in your responses. And don't spill it on my shirt, whatever you do.
Here comes JJ the jet plane. All right.
That's pretty tasty.
I don't believe you one bit.
Woo! Man,
all right.
Keep it coming.
All right,
keep it coming.
Here's the next item. All
really
right.
tasty.
Here's the next item. We have this. According to the live chat, we got this and this. All right.
Alrighty. Woo! All right. So start writing in tasty or nasty. Tasty or nasty.
Do you think it's going to be tasty or do you think it's going to be nasty, guys?
Alrighty, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
Already.
Here we go.
Okay.
Open up. Tasty or nasty?
That's tasty. That's tasty.
All right. Here we go. Let's check one more time. Oh. All right. This is the last item.
Really tasty.
We have this.
Where's the napkin? Where's my napkin?
Oh, it's for me only.
Oh wait.
And we have this. All right. We have this too.
Oh.
Alrighty, students.
I'm crying right now. That was so good. That last one was really, really good.
Here we go.
All right, so type in tasty or nasty now.
It's got a little bit of residue from the last bite.
No. Not nasty. Alrighty. Well, welcome back.
Did you enjoy your exotic taste experience?
Boy, that was fantastic. But that was really good. Well, besides having all these different snacks on during quarantine.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we need is just some different things to do during quarantine. So not only trying different snacks, but also maybe having different surprises throughout your day, and well, you know what? If students, actually have a new sponsor,
a new one,
a new sponsor,
who did it this time? It's incredible where the money comes from.
It is incredible. We need a lot of money to produce this live show.
Oh yeah, it costs about $10,000 to buy this little chocolate Peeps, I guess.
That's true. So there's a lot of expenses. So you know what, students? Why don't you take a look at our sponsor and then see for yourself if this might help during quarantine. Let's watch.
46 more hours until DC Live. I am so
Bored. Wait, what's this?
Are you bored?
Yeah, I am bored.
Do you need something to fill up that extra time?
Yes, I do.
Well, introducing Mystery Bag. Call now and you will have a mystery bag dropped off at your home that will surely give you purpose once again in your life.
1-800-BAG-PALS. Oh man, I'm so excited. I can't wait for my mystery bag to get here. I think that's it. Bagman. Thank you.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Interesting. Nice, I can drink hot tea or hot chocolate out of this. And one more thing. A tiny Rubik's Cube. I'll never be bored again. Alright, I'm about to head out for a walk. Oh, another mystery bag? A taco cat? What?
All you need to do is place one call and you will find yourself saying, "It's a mystery. Why I keep getting mystery bags?" Say goodbye. Hi, Bagman. Have you come to deliver another mystery bag? Why, of course.
Whoa.
Are you getting ready for bed? Knock, knock. Looks like you have another visitor. That's right, another mystery bag. Call today and you will never be left alone. Looks like Bagman made you a mixtape of all his favorite songs.
Alrighty. I don't know about you, but I might want to call that number and see if that might work. So,
Yeah.
it's crazy. You know what's crazy is that, Bagman, right? Like, everyone's like, wait, where did this person come from? And really, he's been there all the time. He's
I don't know why students are so surprised. I felt like they've seen him around.
Yeah, they should have. How about this? Let's do another little game. Why don't we show pictures of Bagman before quarantine? Because he's been hanging out all over the South Bay. So, students, let's do this. We'll put up a picture of Bagman, and then you tell us where he's at. So, all right,
Yeah.
let's try the first
try to
picture.
guess.
Alrighty. Okay, so here's the first picture. Okay, and
What's that guy back there? What's he doing?
the guy on the ladder? Yeah, I don't know. So students, start typing in your answers. Where do you think he is right now? This is a very hot spot in the South Bay.
It's in and out. Hot spot.
It's in and out. Don't think it's in and out. But that ladder makes me think of construction. Ooh, there's a little hint there for you. Alrighty, students, the answer is PV Bowl. That's right, PV Bowl. Alrighty,
Yeah.
and that's not there anymore. I'm glad Bagman got to bowl there one last time.
I'm
Alrighty.
glad too. He looks
Let's-
real happy in that photo.
He does look happy before they could. Let's go to the next picture.
photo.
Next photo. Ooh. That's
This is
really
a hard
nice.
one. This is a hard one.
A really hard one there. It's interesting. There he is. I didn't know that Bagman was like a model, and so
Yeah. Oh,
So students, here's the.
do you think
here's
he
the-
went to mannequin school?
I don't know if that's such a thing.
I think it is a thing.
So students start writing in where he's at, and where is he at? This is a famous place in the South Bay. So type in your answer, and what's weird is his body's not proportionate to his legs. Kind of strange.
That is weird.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. Oh, students, bonus question: what store is he in? That's
hard.
That's hard. That's super hard. If you can guess the store and the location, that's like bonus.
Bonus.
Huge bonus. Well, here's the answer. The answer is Del Alma Mall.
Del Alma Mall.
Del Alma Mall. And the bonus question is
Zoomies.
Zume.
It's Zoomies.
I thought it was Zume. Zume.
I don't know. Let's go to the next.
Let's go to the next one. Alrighty. Here's the next sighting. Where is he right now? And so, man.
You said only California.
Only California.
Okay, my first guess wasn't California.
What was your first guess?
Mother Russia. It's
Russia? He's not in Russia. I don't think Bagman is an international traveler. I don't know if they let him on a plane wearing his bag.
that's-
So, yeah. But this is a weird picture because, I mean, he's obviously here in the South Bay.
yeah. Okay.
But it looks like he's
That
gonna get,
helps.
looks like he's going to get run over. So, by that person.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should turn around.
Yep, Bagman, move out of the way.
Watch out,
Move-
Bagman. Watch
Yeah.
out.
All right, so you should put in your answers by now where he's at, and the answer is Torrance Beach or the beach or Redondo or South. We would even take the answer South Bay. Why not?
Okay.
Okay,
I guess.
Alrighty, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
where is he right now? Now this is outside the South Bay.
Okay. He's inside of a blender.
It's inside that blender, that strawberry.
Yeah, the strawberry banana.
The strawberry banana
the peanut
smoothie.
butter. He's
Yeah.
inside that blender.
He's inside that blender right now. Actually, this is crazy. He's gonna fall out, Aiden. He's not like strapped
He's
in.
got strong. He's got strong calves and strong thighs.
Well, we saw those legs earlier. I don't know if they're that strong or not. So, but hey, wait a minute. That's three. How do you even fit three people in a row there?
This is pre-quarantine, right?
This is pre-quarantine.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, bonus question. Can you name the place and can you name the ride? So you have to name the place and the ride, and the answer is Disneyland. And the bonus question is, you ready?
The teacups.
The teacups. No, not the
No?
teacups. Oh, I know, right? No, it's actually Space Mountain. Space Mountain is the answer.
I don't go to Disneyland, guys, so I want to know.
Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, well, let's keep moving on here. So, alrighty, so we're back here, and man, we're really excited for tonight, and thinking of all those mystery and those mystery locations, and you know, we're right again back in our last week of our teaching series of looking at all these different kind of miraculous stories that Jesus does that feels like it's a mystery. Like, what's happening? What's going on? And again, we find ourselves tonight in our last third week here of this series of Freeing Jesus. And tonight, it's a story of somebody who's actually struggling for faith. That faith for them seems like a mystery. And even for the disciples, those closest to Jesus, that they're going to find themselves in a place with their faith where they're equally frustrated and it feels like this big mystery that's kind of happening. And what's so interesting tonight is that in the story of a struggle for faith, Jesus shows up. Jesus shows up because really the faith of a father in this story and the faith of the disciples is not determined by how big it is that makes Jesus show up or not. Jesus shows up even with the little amount of faith or the frustrated faith that the people experience because, again, he's here to set people free. He's on this incredible mission. And so tonight, we turn into the Gospel of Mark, in Mark chapter 9, into this incredible story where a father is looking desperately for help for his son who is once again being attacked by an evil spirit. And the disciples were trying to help and they weren't able to do so. Let's pick up the story in Mark chapter 9 in verse 17. Let's begin there. It says, one of the men in the crowd spoke up and said, "Teacher," and he's speaking to Jesus. He says, "Teacher, I brought my son so you can heal him. He is possessed by an evil spirit that won't let him talk." And in verse 18, and whenever this spirit seizes him, it throws him violently to the ground. Then he foams at the mouth and grinds his teeth and becomes rigid. So I asked your disciples to cast out the evil spirit, but they couldn't do it. So Jesus had given this incredible power to these disciples to go out and to preach the good news. And they had this power to go out and they were healing people. They were doing these incredible miracles. But along comes a dad with this son who has this evil spirit kind of on him. And the disciples weren't unable to heal him. And so the man goes away in utter frustration and disappointment. And so now the disciples are back. Jesus comes onto the scene, and people are arguing. They're discussing this matter, and they're talking about how the disciples couldn't help. And Jesus says, what's going on? He's filling them in. And then all of a sudden, Jesus says basically to the man, tell me what's going on. And in this moment comes in verse 21, where Jesus says to the man, how long has this been happening? Jesus asked the boy's father. You see, Jesus actually stops to hear the man's story. He actually stops to say, I want to hear the pain and the loss that you're in. Again, we have this moment where Jesus is not just there to produce a miracle. He's not just a miracle machine maker. No, he wants to hear it enter into the man's story. He wants to hear the frustrations and the hurts. He wants to hear how difficult it's been. And so the dad tells the story in the fullest sense, and basically says to Jesus, he says, Jesus, if you can, will you have mercy on me? And Jesus responds in verse 23, in Mark chapter 9, verse 23, Jesus says, what do you mean if I can? Jesus asked, anything is possible for a person who believes. Here is something that's so unique I want you guys to catch. Jesus does not say, if you have big faith, then I will heal. No. Jesus says, anything is possible for those that believe in me. Basically, Jesus is saying, all things are possible through my strength. So it takes the focus away from this father who has to suddenly produce this huge amount of faith. No, Jesus is basically saying to the dad, hey dad, you don't need to have huge faith. In fact, I want to hear your story. I want to hear the hurt and the disappointment. And you know what? I can bring healing. That is the good news that I've decided that I am bringing here tonight. So the man says to Jesus, and Jesus says, okay, so bring the person to me. And the man brings the boy to Jesus, and the boy right there on the ground starts convulsing again. And in this incredible, insane moment, and Jesus casts out the evil spirit. And the disciples who were frustrated go to Jesus later and say, Jesus, why were you able to heal the boy and we weren't able to? And Jesus says to the disciples, you know why? Because this type of healing can only happen through prayer. Again, what he was saying to the disciples was, hey, disciples, it's not about your big faith. It's about my power. It's about, can you rely upon me? So I want to illustrate this again. So the other day, I was outside, and through the help of Aiden, I made a little video to illustrate the power of the story about us coming to Jesus with our frustrations and our hurts and whatever small faith that we have. Here, watch the video. So here we are outside again in my yard, and I'm thinking about this anxious father who, at the end of the day, we always think of what we're bringing to God. And this anxious father, well, these were the things that he was bringing to God. Kind of a cry, help. And he had the kind of a small faith, or he's very afraid, very desperate. Bringing these things to God is kind of like maybe not very exciting, or we kind of maybe embarrassed because we're bringing a really, really small faith. But this is exactly what Jesus wanted. Jesus wanted the Father to bring his entire self to the cross, to bring his desperate plea, to bring the small faith that he had, because as he comes to the cross, now his faith has the ability to grow. Now the disciples, they thought they were bringing a really big gift to Jesus. They thought they were, because they had their big giant faith. They were so excited to do all these new things for God. And so, but their faith was a little bit showy. It's kind of a little bit about themselves, and they kind of had like a little bit of an inflated view of themselves. and they also kind of, had this attitude of, hey, I can do it. And they were so confident in these gifts that God had given that they were a bit overconfident. And so therefore they were kind of arrogant with all of their efforts. So here are the disciples, and sometimes this is what we do. We have all of our efforts, we have all inflated view of ourselves, and we're trying to make our way to Jesus. We're trying to impress Jesus with everything that we have, but at the end of the day, we just can't see Jesus. We are in the way. So I go to Jesus, I say, Jesus, I bring all of me to you. Just like the Father, it's all about us, our entire self coming to Jesus, saying, Jesus, I give you my efforts. I don't want to press you with my efforts. Jesus, I come to you with my cry for help. My faith is small. And Jesus is like, that's good. I can work with that. I can grow your faith. Jesus doesn't need this big, giant quantum faith that ultimately falls apart. Alrighty. I want to take you back to the scene where Jesus goes to heal the boy. He's on the ground. He's convulsing on the ground by this evil spirit. And again, it's a symbol of the darkness of evil. The fact that we are born as broken people. We are born as sinners. The whole point of these stories and these miracles is once again to show the power of Jesus Christ, who brings healing, who came to give his life away, to die on the cross to defeat evil. And here this boy is writhing on the ground, and Jesus casts out this evil presence upon this child. And the people are screaming, and then all of a sudden the whole scene goes still, and the boy is lying there very still. And it says this, that the boy appeared to be dead. Then Jesus goes, touches the boy, and lifts him up from the ground. Once again, that picture of Christ who came to die, and he was raised again. And like us, we are dead in our sin, and Jesus comes to die for us, and he raises us to new life. So, again, we don't have to keep trying to present the perfect version of ourselves, but to keep coming to Jesus and keep saying to Jesus, Jesus, I need to experience your power, your healing each and every day of my life. Well, Michelle, once again, has the final word for us, and she actually has an activity for you students to do at home. Let's watch Michelle with the final word and activity.
Just as Jesus invited the Father to share his heart, his hopes, and everything he had with him, we have that same invitation. So I have an activity for you to do. Check it out. Take a moment this weekend and fashion yourself a cross. If you want to, make a time-lapse video and post it to Edmodo or social media. But after you make your cross, I want you to take out a piece of paper or some items that you can write on. On there, I want you to write down the things that are blocking you from having your faith grow more in Christ. How are you feeling emotionally right now? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What questions do you have for Jesus that might be the reason that you're blocking from trusting in him more? Now place your pieces of paper at the foot of the cross, releasing it all to him.
Alrighty, thank you, Michelle, for that final word of encouragement and that fun activity. Students, I really hope that you take an opportunity and do that. So, Aiden, thank you again for being my guest tonight. Once again.
Always a pleasure.
That's awesome, man.
What was your favorite snack earlier?
Oh, my favorite snack earlier? Probably like Cat's cookies from Trader Joe's.
No. The snacks I fed you.
Oh,
which one was your favorite?
I think the second one. What was the? Was that the?
That was the Peeps and hot sauce.
There you go, students.
Try it. Don't try it at home.
No, I think they should. Just like Andrew tried the grape juice and the Honey Nut Cheerios, and he thought it was really delicious.
Yeah.
I think students, you can maybe
Go
try that.
ask your parents
So,
for some caramel sauce and some tuna.
there, don't do that one. Alrighty. Students, so this is what's happening. Tomorrow, don't forget, we have the Philippian study that happens at 5 o'clock on Zoom. You can find all the information on Edmodo. And so that's going to be super fantastic to have you guys there and join us for that.
Don't
Don't forget, on Sundays at 3 o'clock, we have Zoom games. And again, you can find all those announcements on Edmodo. And come hang out with us there and be checking there and checking the calendar for other things that we're doing. And winners! We have winners tonight.
People won.
Alrighty. Hey, we said if you give us submissions and send us things, you'll go into a drawing. And tonight, Elia, you were the winner tonight because you submitted the video. And I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Elia, do us a favor. Put the recipe on Edmodo, unless it's like a family recipe and you can't really do it. But if you can, that'd be super fun. I would love to try that at home.
Yeah.
And then the food guests. Nolanito, you won. So you guessed correctly, and you went into the drawing and you won. And then those that guessed the Bagman sightings correctly, well, Dominic, you won, man. So that's the winners for tonight. You guys will all get $10 gift cards to Amazon. And don't forget, right after this, jump into House Party, small groups. And
Small groups.
This is the last week for House Party. Next week, for small groups, we're going to do something different and really special.
Ooh.
We're going to break off into Zoom groups. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, you're going to all have separate Zoom rooms. Separate Zoom sessions you guys are going to go into. And we're going to all gather together. So all 6th grade are going to gather together, all 7th grade are going to gather together, all 8th grade are going to gather together. I'm talking so fast. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, and then we'll break off into your small groups into those. We're going to do breakout rooms in Zoom. It's going to be really fun. That's
Super
happening
fun.
next week. Hey, love you guys. Love you. And we'll see you back here next Wednesday night. God bless.
See ya.